So what do we have to do? We have to change our approach. We have to look at agriculture as a business. It is not always good for the government to keep on investing in agriculture with nothing to show out of it. You understand? But when the private sector drives the agricultural sector of Nigeria, you will see results because these guys are profit-oriented. They are not coming into agriculture to do Father Christmas or as even non-governmental organizations. They invest in agriculture looking forward for results, for a return. So until we do the things we do before in a different way, then agriculture will remain what it is in our mind. It is not even attractive to our youths because we are still doing the same thing. How many youths are there? I mean, if you are onboarding people of any agricultural scheme, how many youths are you onboarding? Few of them, because it is not attractive. It is not driven with passion. It is not driven with innovation. It is not driven with. It is not driven with. It is not driven with profit. So a lot of people will not look at it that way until government starts stepping down for private sector to step in. We will not get it right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Can we talk about subsidies and how they possibly could influence the decisions that farmers have to make?
Well, when you talk of subsidies, we also are advocating that government should not subsidize input, but rather they should subsidize output. Why do I mean by that? When you subsidize output, the issue of public stockpiling will come in place. And once that comes in place, then we will have sufficient food. Now, going back to the subsidy you talked about. Once there is subsidy, let us subsidize. It is business as usual. In short, policy has not failed us before in this country. What fails us are the people. The people fails. Policy does not fail. So let us do it the other way around. Don't subsidize, but subsidize output. If you farm, you benefit from subsidy. If you don't farm, you will not benefit. But if you subsidize, then people will benefit from subsidy and they will not farm. Subsidy has not helped us from time go. Check it. From the oil subsidy, even educational subsidy, some people collect money, they don't go to school. So it is something applicable to the farm, to the farmers. Government should subsidize output. If I farm, let me enjoy subsidy. If I don't farm, I will not enjoy subsidy. That is the way I feel it should go. And in when inputs are not subsidized, you see that private people will come in with high quality inputs. And when people subsidy inputs are not subsidized, you see that the research institutes will be working. But when inputs are subsidized, people import. They get it from anywhere, any part of the country. Even if the input fails, they don't care. They have supplied. Then you give the farm.
Hello?
So that is my position anyway.
All right, we didn't hear your last two sentences because you were muted. Okay, it seems like you're muted again. Well, if you have a question or a comment, please let us know. Okay, go ahead, please.
I said, if government is not subsidizing agriculture, private sector will play their role. And in private sector playing their role, we will have input at the right time. We'll have quality input given to the farmers at the right time before the farming season. But when government is subsidizing, these things don't get to farmers on time. When it gets to the farmers, then the farmer sells it. It gets to the farmers late, they sell it to take care of other situations. In short, if government is not subsidizing input, you see our research institutes will be working because people will be commercializing their research. Private sector people will be commercializing their research, making money. Do you know that if Mr. A supplies you an input and the input is not good in this farming season, you will not go back to Mr. A again. You go to Mr. B. Somebody will tell you that Mr. B input is good. You go there. But if government is supplying, whether it is good or not, people still stay the same place. And as a result, our food sufficiency will hit the rock. So government should step aside so that private sector can step in. No matter how much farmers we pay for a good input, quality input, when we harvest, we will make profit from it. And government can then subsidize our output.
All right, Chief Agbaji, Chinedu, we will get back to get some more questions across to you, and of course get calls in on 014489981. After now, it's still Lagos Talks 981.
Next level of
Good morning. For this meeting.
I don't know, can you hear us? No, I just wanted to be sure that he knows we're still here.
Streaming now.
No, I mean our guest. Why was the video was coming off and on?
Go ahead and elevate your mission. Let's take a critical look at your lifestyle and the state of your health. I've been a city that hardly sleeps, so many people working hard and many more on the edge. One thing is likely to happen. System shut down.
Just make you
discover facts about your health and expanding your access to well-being through relevant information. Tune in to New Health on the Drive and make that connection with your body. Very interesting information came across that I thought I should share every Thursday at 5:15 p.m.
Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. All right, it's 16 minutes past 9 a.m. and this is Lagos Talking to us and Zibby here. We're talking with our special guest. Our special guest this morning is Chief Agbaji Chinedu, who is the Director of Administration of the All Farmers Association of Nigeria. And today we're exploring the nexus of the food crisis and subsidy impact on agriculture.
No problem. After the meeting.
Hello, Chief Agbaji, if you're still there, can we get back now?
All right.
Okay, while we wait for him to get the connection back, we've got a caller waiting.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, just do well to give us a call back on 014489981. But let's see.
All right, we're back with okay, we're back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Okay.
Hello. Thank you, Saji. Lovely to hear from you. Yes, Saji, please go ahead.
No, I am Mr. Chinedu. From where? So I've been hungry to meet you.
From where?
From Afan.
Where? From where?
Farouk.
Okay, not aware.
Adobe, we got the letter.
Well, you got the letter, my own letter. My name is
No. We are not agreeing that. Just please,
because I've asked people to come here. Sure. Mr. President, can I introduce you to which numbers? How are you, sir? How are you, sir?
I don't know. Challenges. Yeah, and time for it. You know why? Because you know, it's an dilemma. I don't anytime we avoid for issue. You understand?
All right, thank you very much, Soji, for your time from Festac, Soji. Let's go over now to our guest. Can you unmute now, Chief Agbaji Chinedu? All right, so but let's just pick it up from there.
Right.
Going over what he had said earlier on, I pick up some very interesting things where he talked about, well, it's what you call the light bulb moment for me. I mean, this kind of a conversation where he talked about not subsidizing inputs, because I remember you talked about fertilizers, the need, and that's what would, it's becoming like gold.
Don't worry, relax.
Is Chief Agbaji back now?
Yes, I am back.
All right, so we just had a caller, Soji from Festac, who's been following the conversation, and he seems very impressed with all you've said so far in terms of what's going on and the efforts you are making, your association. But he wants to look at it from the historical perspective. There's been different agricultural programs in Nigeria, and why aren't we picking up lessons from there that can take us forward to food sufficiency?
Well, just as I said before, agricultural policy has not failed us. What has been failing us is the people. The people are the ones that fails in policy, not policy.
Okay, so the people are failing the policy. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Care to expand on that?
Yeah. What I'm saying here is that there are different policies, but implementation is the issue. Sometimes people do more of what benefits them, maybe in the seat, while in the office. How will it benefit me more than how will we drive a policy that will affect everybody?
Let's look at technology. Okay.
Yeah, like for instance, we have done the same thing over years and we are not getting results. Now, we advocated for community cluster farming, which will help us in mechanization, which will help us in technology transfer, which will help us in seamless aggregation, which will help us in so many ways. It is costless. And they don't seem to do it because they feel while we are doing it, our interests may not be protected. These are the things. There are policies. Okay, now we are talking about food security, food emergency. Different programs are rolling out. People see all these things rolling out. Government things rolling out from the government as this is an opportunity for us to eat. This is an opportunity for us to take the national cake, no matter what you call it, grant, loan, whatever. Once it gets to the hands of the farmers from the government, it is not going back. They will not pay. So the best option is allow the private sector to drive agriculture. Government should concentrate on policy and international brokerage, international connections. You understand? Creating an enabling environment that will bring in bring in private sector into the country. These are the things. These are the things.
Hmm. All right. Well, thank you for that, Chief Agbaji. What role would technology play in this? A lot of people are turning and different fields are turning to tech to solve the problems or address some of the challenges that they have. Is there a role for tech in this?
That's what I say. It has to be inclusive and innovative approach, you know, or inclusive and innovative partnership. You understand? When technology has a lot of roles to play, you know, we are now in a society that ICT drives everything, and agriculture is not left out in this ICT time. Precision farming, using of drones and all that. Even the issue of security that we are faced every day. Technology can handle a lot.
It does seem like we have a few problems with the connection. I was speaking with Chief Agbaji Chinedu, who is from the administration. He's the Director of Administration of the All Farmers Association of Nigeria. Let's go on to the phone lines. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Chika, good morning. Where are you calling from? Welcome.
Mr. Chinedu. Together during the
yes, somewhere very recently, Nigerian agribusiness. Okay, DG. Yes, I saw the new
yeah.
I think I remember we discussed.
Yes. I'm on the Zoom meeting, so
with that. Instead, let those that subsidy have access to the subsidy. Because what we see in the past is that it's those that don't need this thing that end up getting this thing. We've seen it in the area of distribution of fertilizer, whereby this is something that has nothing to do with farming. They are the one that gets allocation when it comes to distribution of fertilizer and co. And this issue of subsidy, I also want to link it with something. Before we ban the importation of rice, we know that the price of rice was relatively okay. At least they didn't go down on 10,000. The foreign is selling, the local is selling. Now they ban the importation of foreign rice in order to encourage local production of rice. But today, what do we have? The local production was not been able to meet up to the target of the local production. Then we're not able to see today that even the local rice is even more expensive than the foreign rice. Because you go to market today, local rice today is being sold for 50,000. But when you go to the market today, you can still get some foreign rice at the rate of 45,000. So you have to get to ask yourself, this issue of removing subsidy, do we just want to remove subsidy so as to enrich ourselves, or we just want to remove the subsidy so as to make life unbearable for the people? Because like I told you, if you actually bring this thing together, it doesn't tally up at all. We remove subsidy on CMS. Where are we today? We remove subsidy on diesel. Where are we today? And like the issue of local rights that I just brought in. So let's include more light on that. Because I believe that since they ban foreign rights, by now, local rice should be cheaper in the market, and they have been able to attain the quarter that Nigeria needed. But all these things have not been there. Instead, the only thing we keep saying is that price keep skyrocketing on a daily basis. I'm an advocate of subsidy, but let the subsidy get to those that truly need it, because it's when it gets to people that need it that it becomes meaningful. Good morning.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that, Chika. And let's go back to the phone lines.
We'll have to get that call back in. So just give us a call on 014489981. We're Smooth 98.1. You're listening to Lagos Talks 981. Today it's all about the Nexus, tracing it, why we are not able to feed ourselves sufficiently. What's the impact of the removal of subsidy in all of this is the question, and our guest is still here waiting. But we've got some more questions it would need to react to after now.
Hey, what's up? This is Gare. Stay tuned. Stay locked right here on Smooth 98.1.
I thought you said you had 13 minutes.
I belong to the shop better now. Now, why anytime I want shop like this, I will put better things inside. For my young orange, after you do this, I will put
I don't see the guess. So we're just streaming downstairs. I thought you were streaming because you lose them. You're trying to check something.